did in the previous one. It was a slow burn though, but this time around, the fact that they have a Jawhead alone, you know, they want to go for these pick-off potential early game picks because if they can get a snowball already in the mid.
Speaking of early aggression, one shot's going right after PX7 again, wants to really control the mid lane.
If one shot gets momentum building on this Hayabusa, that's going to be great for the idea behind this draft. Taking a look at the emblems, of course, you know, you still got a little that extra tenacity there here for Hiko once again, but this time around on the Beatrix over on the other side, you're still running Festival of Blood and Rupture for Benny. Yeah. And that might help them. Again, part of the difficult thing they dealt with last game. Oh no.
Early ejector onto Dax. Here comes the Revitalize, not gonna save it. Whoa. But Royal Milk wants to counter out. Here comes Sunset Lover with the slows. Kid X will walk away, but Team Spirit, again, their aggression paying off. Sawo, what a beautiful first takedown.
Very different, you know, like I was saying, with the Jawhead in tow, and now under the turn. I'm not sure if they still push this in. They do get him down a little bit, but now Sunset Lover, they're going to be the one in trouble. Still has the passive and will get out. I'm surprised earlier on, too, the Revitalize wasn't popped a little bit sooner from Kid X, but nonetheless, you know, that first blood going in the hands of Team Spirit. And for Sawo, you know, if it went to one shot, it would have been a little more scary for Falcon Esports, but right now they're just kind of adjusting to this early game aggression from Team Spirit.
Yeah, and that was also a good engage for Team Spirit, because even though they didn't get the call onto kill onto Royal Milk, they were able to expend this vengeance, so it's gonna give easier time for Kid Bomba in the laning stages of the phase. And now the first turtle has spawned. Team Spirit draw the first blood. Will they be able to take the first turtle?
First turtle going to be started up. You know, Dax did this quite a bit in the previous game, and they were able to lock down objectives. It looks like they're going to do the same thing here because of the fact one shot not even a part of this. So turtle secured for Falcon Esports, and it looks like one shot just wants to go ahead, try to take the buff, but he's going to get spotted out. Good looks from Benny, taking a couple shots with the Rhapsody.
Oh, one more. Okay, one shot with the Quachado. He's going to safely evade a potential death coming in from Falcon Esports, and Benny just heads up play along with Kid X to make sure that one shot doesn't get a trade after Falcon Esports got the turtle.
That's what they got to do, though. You know, even if it's down to just protecting those buffs for Dax. Dax really had a difficult time in the previous game on being able to utilize the alpha, and I feel like, you know, he wanted another shot this time. But like I was saying, even down to Royal Milk, you know, he was that frontliner on the Phoveus. He's had amazing performances on the hero alone throughout this point, but he got kind of shut down. Oh, Sawo.
Alpha, plus Retribution, just to try and bring down Sawo. So again, Falcon Esports, they're fighting back. Even though they know Team Spirit has an early game advantage, they know that once it reaches the mid game, especially since that Dax was able to secure the turtle,
yeah,
they're not going to let Team Spirit bully them in every single lane.
Well, that's what I was going to say earlier. You know, Kid Bomba specifically played so well against the iconic pick from Royal Milk, that Phoveus. He'll probably, again, replicate it here. He's really good at usage of the Revitalize, sometimes even baiting in people to get a kill and cap out when one shot rotates down. But you can see this. The focus for Benny right now is getting some extra gold in his pockets on that bottom turret. The rest of the team's going to show up. They might force a fight.
Good catch from Dark Spear of Alpha. Not letting one shot cast that wee shadow kill, but here comes the ejector and going to take down Dax. And Team Spirit turn things around with that jawhead pick.
Give that kill, give some money over here to Hiko. Definitely off, again, to a good start, at least for the gold lane. The Benny's still looking for his, but relatively farmed up pretty well. Even working on the second item, already has that Hunter Strike. Meanwhile, on the other side, Hiko's still working on his first. Next turtle's up, though, so Falcon Esports will go ahead, once again, get in position. I think the game plan for them is just go ahead, lock down objectives, secure that, get, you know, the extra buff if you can, the extra shielding, and then hopefully you can go into some of these early fights or skirmishes. But if they don't want to fight and they take things slow, then it might work in their favor later on, depending on how Benny plays right now.
Okay, Hiko has to walk away there because the Death Sonata and Rhapsody combination just really hurts for the side of Falcon Esports. So again, a no trade for Team Spirit. This is the second time they let go of the turtle, just let Dax try to get it, and then try to go for the invade. But the problem is Falcon Esports, they know this. That's why they were able to prevent Team Spirit from invading.
I feel like so many times, even in the previous game, we've seen Falcon Esports, you know, get these little initiations and then they're not able to actually capitalize on them. This time, they're heavily focused on getting this tier 1 down, or at least some of the extra gold to Benny. Here's the response, though, from Team Spirit.
Oh, Ladder Flare!
Kid Bomba has got to Revitalize. Not going to pop it just yet, just kind of running away. It's going going to be fine, though. Sunset Lover also always there to go ahead and help them out. Again, utilizing this Aurora. Still, I'm not sure if Benny could be in trouble. Kid X?
Okay, Glorious Pathway. Going to be used up already. Falcon Esports just really standing their ground in this gold lane. They really want to give a lot of space for Benny and make sure that he can bully continuously Hiko, especially since this is one of Hiko's signature picks, the Matrix. Mind you, this is the hero that he got the Savage with.
Yeah, man. I mean, they wanted that turret, they got it. They cut it out, and now one shot, trying to trade something in return.
Yeah, one shot, gonna get the purple buff, but this time, just really finally a trade for Team Spirit, and Falcon Esports just really holding on to their lead, 1.1k. They're really controlling the map, not letting Team Spirit look for those pickoffs. Because so far, even though Sawo has a Joy, ideally, you wanted to go for those isolated pickoffs. You have a capable gold laner that could burst down any given member of Falcon Esports along with one shot with a Wiki Shadow Kill, but they're not able to do that because Falcon Esports rotation, their mid trio keeps sticking together.
They have to, and again, you can already see it. They're in position for the third and last turtle of the game. Dax going to start that up and try to blitz it if they can. We'll see if Team Spirit lets it just kind of go in the whims. BOD now picked up too for Hiko. Now on the other side, they're actually going to go ahead and contest this one.
Yeah, Kid Bomba just zoning out Royal Milk. Okay. Got caught even with the vengeance. He's going to turn, get down, and look at this. One shot will get the final turtle. Sawo with the unstoppable falls onto Kid X. They're going to take down Kid Bomba as well, but Hiko left alone to dish out the damage, forcing Falcon Esports to retreat.
The trade right now, still one shot.
Okay. Got stunned, but Hiko snipes him, snipes Dax and brings him down. What a beautiful trade from Team Spirit.
That was a trade, yeah, of course, but also for Hiko to get that kill, get the shot off. Unfortunate for one shot, gets caught under the turret. And that's the thing, you know, you're seeing Team Spirit go ahead and find these pickoffs if they can, or force these situations if they can, and it's Falcon Esports trying to maintain that and stick together. But, you know, unfortunately for Team Spirit, those little things that build up, again, they're trying to whittle down the gold lead. It's nothing massive, but by the time this Lord does come up, expect them to go ahead and fully contest it and be in position because, again, playing around the gold laners here, they're both working on the second item right now, at least for Hiko. He's only got that BOD, and then over for Benny has a Malefic Roar, so he's going to start doing some good frontal damage to whoever decides to tank up those Rapid shots and the Death Sonata. So right now they just go ahead, secure the buffs, get ready for the Lord. If they can get some more tier 1 turrets down too, especially even in the mid lane, that'd be great for them to work around that space advantage. But pressure now on the purple buff.
Big Glorious Pathway, a clear entry onto Hiko, so Kid X just continuing to zone out Hiko as the rest of the members of Falcon Esports trying to get the purple buff away from Royal from one shot. Kid X caught in the middle here. Benny goes in with the Death Sonata as well. Gonna take a couple of shots onto Kid Bomba. No casualties for both of these teams.
Sunset Lover, I'm so surprised how many times, you know, he maintains the passive. It doesn't get popped. He does take a couple shots, of course. And like we were saying, you know, Benny is going to be at the point, even though he hasn't gotten any kills yet in this game, the damage has to be respected. He's going to start poking down some of that front line from Team Spirit and make them second guess a little bit. Hiko does now pick up that Malefic gun. He's got that available for him. Working with the range now, which is going to be important, especially with Benny on this Granger. They both get set up now for the Lord. Sawo!
And they catch Sawo, but still with the flicker was able to catch Sawo with a check. Nor Benny is going to fall down in the hands of Hiko. But a counter attack coming in from PX7, going to bring down Sawo as well. All the while, one shot doing a 1v1 with Royal Milk, and he's going to win that trade. Team Spirit gets 3 and might be able to take down this first Lord.
What a choice from Team Spirit to go and find the right target. You got to give it up to Sawo. Finding the mark, gets Benny, tosses him in the air, and they collapse down on him. And this is also just going to get them the objective. So Team Spirit, a big play and shift in momentum now as Lord is secured, and they'll go ahead and get ready to march in with this Sunset Lover, getting the Wishing Lantern here too. And you can see, I mean, is Sawo alone? The fact that he can go ahead and just kind of jump into things, and if he goes down, it doesn't really matter. As long as he got the right target, tosses them to the team, and they get a crucial opponent down, then that's great for Team Spirit. So Falcon Esports now has to be a little more cautious on that approach. Every time Sawo has that flicker available, they're probably going to go for that.
Now the good seal from Team Spirit, but again, Kid X will cut their path off with a Glorious Pathway. Going to try and save that mid lane turret. Are they going to go for a one-shot, though, with a Wiki Shadow Kill, connecting with the Frigid Glacier as well? But Royal Milk might be too deep here. Going to take down by Kid Bomba. And another kill for Team Spirit.
See, it seemed, and that wasn't even with the Revitalize. You know, they were able to go ahead and withstand a lot of that pressure already. Now the mid turret going to go down here, tier 1. Lord still down on the bottom lane as One Shot gets ready to walk towards that. Eeca also picking up the Haas Claws, has a little more healing now, capable for him, a little more sustainability as they work on getting the space advantage. They might even get some of these shields down. Lord's already at half health, so Falcon Esports still on the defense. Kid X got to get back, got to heal back up here. First shield down on the bottom side being popped mid next tier. Once that wave does push in and they make their way top, so Team Spirit gets a big advantage just off that first Lord, building up to almost a 5K lead.
Oh, One Shot. Wants to go for the weak shadow kill and gets down Benny! Whoa!
Now he had the One Shot, he took it. He might as well.
His palms weren't sweaty that time as he was able to take down Benny. That was crucial. They need Benny to try and defend the inhibitor turrets, but Team Spirit, this was an... Oh, wait! Got caught up, but if you're Rafa coming in from Dax, but here comes the ejector. They're going to work on Kid X, but he has to revitalize though. Eeca! One more shot. Who's going to get the kill? One Shot enters the frame. Sawo and One Shot. It's just a matter of time. Who's going to take him down, but it's too fast.
Wait, he's going to catch him. One Shot's going to catch him. He knows it. Kid X just buying time. The rest of his team still in the base. One Shot will be fine. The team gets half health on that base turret. It looks like Kid X made it, but the One Shot does take him down. So Falcon Esports ultimately, defensively keeps all their turrets. You know, at least they keep the base turrets off of that. Could have gone way worse, but Kid X being the sacrifice there buys them some more time.
I mean, just looking at the game, it's like a complete repeat of game number 1. It's just that it's more clashes. But right now, the difference is for Team Spirit, they had to wait for 3 Lords because, again, they didn't have that dive potential. But in this case, they have Sawo with the Jawhead, One Shot with the Hayabusa. So this game for Team Spirit is actually relatively easy compared to game number 1 because again they can go all in with just one injector, and looking at the way they play, they don't care if Sawo dies as long as he gets a proper target, might it be PX7 or Benny, it's gonna be hella worth it for the side of Team Spirit.
Yeah, right now Eeca locked in, hasn't died just yet. Benny as well though, at least he's got a win in nature, so might be able to actually help contest this, and that's why Team Spirit, given the fact that they're up this much, they still have to respect what the lineup from Falcon Esports can do, and it might be better for them to just go ahead and wait for Falcon Esports to kind of overcommit into this area and then allow Sawo to find his target and toss someone up. Hopefully he doesn't toss Kid X, obviously, you know, because earlier on that's what he did in the base, and Kid X just kind of took off with the Glorious Pathway. So Eeca really up front. There's Kid X.
Oh, they want to go for it again with the Glorious Pathway. British Major's not going to connect with One Shot onto the back line. Going to force out PX7's Crimson Beacon. Not going to be able to take down anyone apart from Kid X, but Royal Milk just doing his own. Cannot out-sustain this time the 5 members of Team Spirit, and they executed that to perfection. I mean, forcing Kid X to use the Glorious Pathway early on to find and look for an angle, but Team Spirit was ready for that engagement.
Yep, Kid X wanted Eeca. He wasn't going to get him. Eeca utilizing the flicker, but not only that, but that's also why that Haas class is really important, because a lot of times he's just kind of, you know, moving and gunning and getting some of that health back. And he also picked up the Sea Halberd, so that helps with that sustain that comes from Kid X alone. And just really well protected, you know, on both sides. That was the plan, but Team Spirit is just doing it way better throughout this game in game number 2. And now that they get ready for that Lord to come towards the base, going to be knocking down the base turrets at this point, and Falcon Esports on the defense, trying to clear out the waves the best they can. Already down in the mid lane, Team Spirit looking to take this turret out. A couple shots more from Eeca from a distance will take that turret down, and still the Lord making its way. One Shot picking up the Blade of Hepsies. He might look to go in again, and he assassinates Benny. Benny is a crucial part for Falcon Esports to stay in game 2 as that Lord charges now, taking down the top base turret. They might force the situation. Sawo!
Oh, but Sawo gets Royal Milk and got bursted down right away by Eeca. Deletes him. Kid X, though, with a Revitalize, just doing their best to try to delay the push of Team Spirit, as One Shot will work on the bottom lane turret. The rest of the members of Team Spirit trying to work on the crystal. Here comes a Wiki Shadow Kill. A Winter Crown play coming in from Dax, but they're going to bring him down. The next target is Benny, and a full-man wipeout for Team Spirit.